Laura York, and this is Juice Produce for Life. Today we're going to make liquid Waldorf. When I first started juicing, I realized that any favorite salad that you have can go in your juicer, and that's what I did with this recipe. It's basically a Waldorf salad that I've just processed through and liquefied. It has all those great components, of course, Granny Smith apples, parsley for the greens, we have some ginger to give it a little kick, celery, and fresh lemon. So let's start. When you're juicing, you always want to start with your leafy greens first, and anything that has any intense flavor like the ginger, we'll be putting all of those in, and then the more liquid produce items like the celery and the lemon will be the last thing that you add, because that will allow all of that to flush all the flavors from the ginger and all your greens right on through the juicer. Here it comes. First drops of green goodness. So that's our parsley, basically a handful of parsley. Then the Granny Smith apple, which I have, again, I like to cut it. Don't just jam great big pieces in your juicer and expect it to be the workhorse and do everything. Granny Smith apples are great because their tartness, it gives it a little extra kick. That's the fun of juicing too. You can kind of mix it up, add different flavors. If you like cinnamon, you can always add a dash of cinnamon to a juice. And again, you can see it's moving quickly through. This is the Omega Vert 350. It's a great juicer. I love this juicer because it's very easy to clean. And as you can see, it really has a high yield. So far, we're getting the most of the green juice to come right on out. Now the ginger. I like to peel my ginger. Always use fresh ginger. And when you buy ginger, you can buy a larger piece. Cut it into small, usually you want about a 1-inch knuckle is what they call it, a knuckle of ginger. Put them in Ziploc bags and freeze them. It works beautifully that way, especially when you're juicing, because it'll retain all the flavor and it'll help liquefy it. You can put it right in. All right, now my recipe calls for a half a lemon peeled. Lemon peel is something that you can run through your juicer if you want that extra intense flavor. With this one though, I chose to go ahead and peel this one. And because the lemons are small, I'm just going to go ahead and put the entire lemon in. And then last, the celery. Actually, parsley and celery are related. Parsley is from the celery family. One of the things about celery that is so beneficial when you're juicing is it's high in sodium. If you have a migraine headache, an intense headache, make yourself a glass of pure celery juice. The sodium will counteract the pain in your receptors, and as a result, it'll ease your headache almost immediately because it gets right into your blood system. Again, this is going to make about 1.5 cups of juice. You may choose to drink it all if you're super thirsty. I would probably divide this into half. Enjoy half of it at one time, possibly freeze the other half or save it. I like to drink my juices though within 24 hours if they're fresh and just refrigerated. If you freeze them, I think you can freeze them and keep them for probably about 3 days. But again, I like to stay on top of that and don't let juices get too old, because when you're juicing, you're opening up all the pores of the produce. And like with an apple, of course, it's going to turn brown very fast as it oxidizes when it hits the air. When you're storing your juice, you want to remove as much air as possible. So this is our juice. All right, the last drop there. Now, I like to use wine glasses, keep them chilled. Add a little bit of this fresh, I love the color, look how bright green. Again, this is liquid Waldorf. I'm Laura York for Juice Produce for Life. Enjoy.